Mr. Brown will lead a SNP National Day of Action in a bid to capitalise on the turmoil of Brexit. With just over a week until the SNP conference, Mr. Brown will spearhead activity organised by 289 SNP local branches around Scotland. Mr. Brown said his party was building a fresh case for independence, but his opponents claimed the SNP was stoking up division. "We are excited about the conversations that we are going to be having with people up and down the country today," the SNP leader said. "I'm keen to understand better how the people of Scotland view the UK leaving the EU within the context of no deal, and what impact these outcomes have on the voters' feelings towards the opportunities of an independent Scotland. The Tories are deeply divided and on the brink of implosion over Brexit. And Labour still, incredibly, don't know what they are doing. Meanwhile, our party and the independence movement have our sights on a far more positive future for Scotland as an independent country. The polls show a majority would vote for Scottish independence after the UK leaves the European Union. And the number of people who view independence as a positive for Scotland's economy now outnumber those who think otherwise," Mr. Brown added. This day of action moves the SNP onto a campaign footing. "We are building a fresh case for independence and we are also campaign ready for any possible snap general election." The SNP's National Day of Action will take place as Labour activists take their party's plans to rebuild communities to the streets. Scottish Conservative Deputy Leader Jackson Carlow criticised the SNP's latest bid to put Scottish independence at the forefront of the political agenda. Mr. Carlow said, "All this day of action is going to achieve is to remind people the SNP is a single-issue party and that issue has already been put to bed, after more than a decade of a nationalist government talking of nothing other than breaking up Britain. People are fed up. They want to see the Scottish government focusing on what matters, not touring the country rabble-rousing and stoking up division." Pamela Nash, Chief Executive of Scotland and Union, said, "Our NHS is creaking under the strain, education standards are falling and our economy is flatlining, yet SNP politicians are spending their Saturdays dividing our communities.